Okay, today is Monday and that is my favorite day of the week to go to the university, because actually I have one of the most interesting subjects, which are laboratories in biological studies, which is sometimes kind of boring, especially when you have botany, but this time it's about gene analysis and expression, and that's fucking cool. The only real issue I have with it is that it starts at 14:30, and so you have to hurry very often because there's no tram or anything driving in a perfect time frame, so I need to drive, even though it's cold, on my trusty electric longboard. At least I will be in time. Okay, I actually jumped onto the subway for a short bit and I'm driving here again close to the lake, and there was a really big hunting bird. Oh, there it is. Oh, there he goes. He's flying right in front of me. That is actually pretty goddamn amazing. Like, to think about it, that such a bird is just flying over your head while you're driving on your board. I'm actually using right now the battery of my board to just let it drive up the hill by itself, because it can't carry us both. So, goodbye. I'm lazy. I mean, this is not the main thing what I wanted to do today, but such a huge bird. Like definitely a meter width from tip of wing to tip of wing. That's so cool. Okay, the bird is right now there, this tree. So this is why I love driving here, and the weather and the mud is why I hate driving here. Because each time my trousers get dirty before I'm at the university. But I study biology, so I guess that's okay. I mean, normally you should look good when you go somewhere more academic, I feel like. But it's like, we are biologists, and if you see most of the students, we all look kind of like, you know, grunge. Okay, and now comes the main part, why I don't like Mondays, or in general, university with laboratory lessons. Because it gets dark far too early. And then to drive back home is every time a little bit of annoying, because trams are not anymore driving perfectly well and everything is annoying. Okay, and so even though this is a topic for itself, this is not what I wanted to talk about. Actually, in this vlog I want to talk about how actually, in my opinion, modern movie makers try too often to be like the ones in the past, and they try to copy movies from that period, and it's every time just recycling of old ideas. But just wait a second. And so because I want to talk about this, I want to talk actually about two major examples. I saw actually a short time ago the trailer for the new Jurassic World movie, and I actually watched in cinema episode 7 of Star Wars. And I had with as well the new Jurassic World movie, the first part, every time the feeling like they try to make it too much similar to the old movies, that people go into the movies feeling like, wow, it's like the old ones, because actually you watch the old ones. Someone made a really great video about this, calling it why Star Wars looks so familiar, or why the new Star Wars episode looks so familiar. I will leave the link to that video in the description because he goes more in depth in there. And the thing is, he is totally right. And this is my major problem right now with all the new kind of movies coming out from old franchises. I mean, don't get me wrong, I actually love Star Wars and Jurassic Park, and I was so excited about seeing that there will be a new part. But to be honest, when you see it then, and you feel like it, I mean, it doesn't match up to the old ones. Very often it is that way, that movies don't match up to the original. But they're just making cheap copies. Like the Jurassic World trailer, they made a character change, or a trait from a character change, in a way which in my opinion doesn't make sense. The character of Jeff Goldblum. In the old Jurassic Park movies, after he saw what Hammond did, he was from the beginning against it, because it is not good to put dinosaurs, which actually died out, into an entirely new environment where they will not know what the hell is going on with them. And that it is the famous
John inherent. What you're doing here, genetic power is the most awesome force the planet's ever seen, but you wield it like a kid that's found his dad's gun.
famous line from him, life will find a way. And in the new part, the island is about to blow up. So, problem solved. But no, now he is on the standpoint that these animals need to be saved from that island, where they would go then extinct for a second time, finally, because otherwise they might be there after we left Earth already.
These creatures were here before us. And if we're not careful, they're gonna be here after.
Which doesn't make sense in my opinion. Like, if something is on an island that explodes and I didn't want it to be in existence in the first place, I would be the first one to sign the petition to let all of them be on that island till the end. And this is not making sense for his character. The same as in Star Wars Episode 7. Luke is a character. He saw his aunt and uncle die. Or he didn't see them die, but he saw their bodies killed by the stormtroopers and burned to a crisp. He saw how Ben Kenobi died in front of him. He held his own father in his arms while he died. He saw friends and colleagues from the rebellion die left and right next to him. And because his nephew becomes now a Sith, he is going to be living on an island somewhere off a far planet, and Han Solo becomes again a smuggler. It doesn't make sense. I mean, you have a story arc and you say because of one incident they go the whole way back to the very beginning, so that the story arc starts from the new point again. And simply this is what I have problem with. Like, as well, in the trailers for the new Jurassic World movie, they come up with the brilliant thing to tell people, like, this time you will see more dinosaurs than ever on screen.
In this Jurassic World, you will see more dinosaurs than you've ever seen before.
And that they've now used so many animatronics.
On this movie, we are dealing with real animatronic dinosaurs.
It looks like a real dinosaur. I couldn't help but freak out the entire time.
In the old Jurassic Park movies, they had nothing else than animatronics. Okay, they had also computer animation, but they relied heavily on animatronics because this was the way to go in that years. And their computer animation is really brilliant. But then to come with this like it is a new thing feels for me like modern cinematographers and movie makers don't have anymore that kind of touch or feel to movie media and inspiration taken from older mediums and just making it your own. They are just trying to copy old media and then jump up with, here, it's new, it's better, it's bigger, and it is actually not. And simply because of this, I actually want more of movies which are similar to Rogue One. Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is in my opinion way more a Star Wars movie than Episode 7. Because that movie really emphasized on the points that how Star Wars universe was from the get-go and not changing the storyline of certain characters or compromising their kind of character arc. Because of this, this is for me the final part of the Star Wars saga and not episode 7 or what will come after that. And on this I actually want to know from you guys if any of you felt the same or has a similar point about this to make. Leave me this to know down below, and most likely I will watch the movie still, just to know if I'm right.